Let me guess, you've been scrolling through your feed, seething a bit because that dream job hasn't fallen into your lap yet. Or maybe you're pissed that your side hustle isn't making you a millionaire overnight. You showed up, you posted about it, and now where's your reward? The universe owes you, right? For just being you. Yeah, I figured as much. Here's the wake-up call that's gonna sting like hell. You're not owed a single thing in this world just for breathing. But the way you're acting, like everything should be handed to you on a silver platter without breaking a sweat? That's the entitlement epidemic in full swing. And buddy, you're patient zero. Welcome to the age where mediocrity demands applause, where showing up is somehow heroic and effort is optional. And if you're already huffing and thinking, this guy's full of it, this doesn't describe me, that's the entitlement talking, loud and clear. Let me sketch this out for you. Picture this kid fresh out of college, resume thinner than a supermodel's lunch. He applies for a senior position, demands a starting salary that could buy a small island, and wants flexible everything, because work should fit around his vibe sessions and brunch dates. When HR laughs him out the door, he hops on Twitter ranting about toxic corporate culture and how boomers are gatekeeping success. Effort? He retweeted some career advice once. Deserves the C-suite already. That's not some outlier. That's the norm now. And it's you, in some corner of your life. Maybe not the job hunt, but somewhere. Admit it. Way back in 2009, psychologists Jean Twenge and W. Keith Campbell blew the lid off this with their book, The Narcissism Epidemic, Living in the Age of Entitlement. They pored over data from tens of thousands of college kids using the Narcissistic Personality Inventory. That's a fancy quiz that measures how full of yourself you are. What did they find? Narcissism scores had skyrocketed 30% since the late 70s. We're talking a massive spike in people agreeing with crap like, I deserve the best, or the world should cater to me. And it's not just fluff. Follow-up research, like a 2019 PLOS One study on emerging adults' reactions to these labels, showed that young people know the stereotype. They even believe their age group is the most entitled, but they hate being called out on it. Still, the numbers don't lie. Entitlement is climbing, especially among millennials and Gen Z, who score higher on these scales than any group before. Darwin nailed it way earlier, something about ignorance breeding confidence, but swap ignorance for entitlement and you've got modern society. Dumb, demanding, and delusional. Once you spot this poison, it's everywhere, like a bad rash. Start with social media influencers. Some nobody with a ring light and a filter addiction posts daily vlogs about their journey. They beg for likes, subs, and PayPal donations because creating content is exhausting. Effort? Lip-syncing to trends and shilling energy drinks. But they whine that algorithms are suppressing them, brands aren't paying enough, and fans aren't loyal. A 2024 study on ResearchGate surveyed 91 people and found a direct link. More social media use, higher sense of entitlement. Beta coefficient of 0.66, p-value 0. Stats don't get much clearer. Passive scrolling alone bumps it up. These folks think their selfies entitle them to fame and fortune, while real creators grind in obscurity. Crypto bros? Entitlement dialed to 11. Guy downloads an app, dumps his rent money into some shitcoin because a YouTuber said to the moon. It pumps 10%, and suddenly he's Warren Buffett reincarnated, lecturing everyone on financial freedom. When it crashes, because it always does, he screams at devs for rug pulls and demands refunds. He didn't research, didn't diversify, just expected riches for clicking buy. Studies tie this to narcissism too. A 2018 Personality and Individual Differences paper linked grandiose exhibitionism, that's the showy side of narcissism, to self-promoting behaviors online, including hyping investments. Entitled much? Absolutely. Now, anti-vaxxers. Oh boy. Some parent skims a conspiracy thread, decides Big Pharma's out to get them, and skips shots for their kids. Never mind the science. The experts, the herd immunity. They think rules don't apply because their research, aka echo chamber memes, makes them special. A 2023 study in Personality and Individual Differences Dug into narcissism and COVID attitudes with over 5,800 people. High narcissists? Way more anti-vax, dismissing the pandemic as hype, ignoring masks and distancing. They scored higher on entitlement, leading to non-compliance that risks everyone else. Because why follow guidelines when you're above it all? Their personal freedom trumps your right not to die. Job market entitlement is a circus. Fresh grads expect executive perks from day one. I need remote work, no meetings before noon, and equity shares. Why? Because I'm passionate. A 2024 study in Journal of Adolescence looked at teens' employment expectations and found family advantages breed unrealistic demands. High pay, autonomy without proving squat. Tie that to Twenge's data, and you've got generations raised on participation trophies thinking effort is optional. Show up, get praised. No wonder a 2022 study in Frontiers in Psychology found mismatched entitlement leads to job dissatisfaction and turnover. They quit because reality doesn't match their delusions. Life coaches? Laughable. Some burnout reads The Secret, slaps certified on their bio, and charges premium for Zoom pep talks. Manifest your wealth. Their bank account? Overdrawn. But they deserve clients because they vibed high. Research from Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin in 2018 framed entitlement as status seeking. These frauds crave admiration without earning it. Gym rats with entitlement issues. Bro's been lifting for 3 months, formed like a pretzel, but he's critiquing pros. You gotta go heavier, bro. He expects gains without diet or recovery knowledge. Same vibe as the nutrition nuts who swear by their fad diet after 1 week. Carbs are evil. Based on? A podcast. Ignore the dietitians. They're shills. A 2021 meta-analysis on social media and narcissism found vulnerable narcissists, entitled Butte Insecure, flock to platforms for validation, spreading BS advice. Political keyboard warriors. They doom scroll headlines, form ironclad opinions on global crises, demand policy changes. Defund this, free that. Expertise? Zero. Butte Entitlement says their tweet storm deserves a Nobel. Studies show entitled folks embrace conspiracies. That 2021 Current Psychology paper linked it to ignoring facts because the world should conform to their views. Parenting gurus without offspring. 20-something threads. Kids today are spoiled because parents suck. They've never changed a diaper, but they're experts. Or the singletons dishing relationship advice. Dump him if he doesn't buy diamonds. Their history? Serial heartbreak. Pattern. Minimal input, maximum demands. And don't get me started on the hustle culture hypocrites. They preach grind 24/7, but post from beaches, expecting success without the hours. Or Theco warriors flying private while lecturing on carbon footprints. Social media supercharges this. That 2024 ResearchGate study? Clear correlation. More time online, more entitlement. Platforms reward fakes, filters, bots, viral hacks. You curate perfection, get likes, feel deserving. Real life? Crushes that illusion, so you rage. Think you're exempt? What's your poison? Cutting in line because your time's valuable? Expecting friends to bail you out constantly? Job hopping for growth without delivering value? Everyone's infected. Studies hammer it. Twenge's 30% spike, Pelos 1's confirmation of rising scores. A 2025 Nature Scientific Reports paper explored entitlement's interplay with mindsets, showing it tanks cooperation and boosts demands. So fix it? First, own your entitlement. Dig deep. You're guilty somewhere. Second, crave brutal feedback. Not fluff from fans, truth from critics. Don't deflect. Absorb. Third, interrogate every I deserve thought. Earned it or ego trip? Fourth, embrace I don't know, and I need to earn this. Radical, huh? Fifth, study real success stories, not influencers, builders who grinded quietly. Sixth, log off social media. That study says it fuels the fire, cut the supply. Finally, accept life's not a handout. You're average and that's fine. The issue? Acting exceptional without proof. Entitlement isn't ambition, it's laziness in disguise. It poisons relationships, stalls careers, breeds resentment. Choose. Keep demanding unearned perks, stay stuck and bitter. Or mature. Hustle humbly, earn respect. Ask, what do I claim without backing? Be honest, for real this time. You might not, but damn, I hope you do.